The wind howled across the Alaskan wilderness, flinging snow in blinding sheets. Mark Dalton, a 42-year-old wildlife photographer, staggered through the white abyss. His snowmobile had broken down hours ago, and he'd made the fatal mistake of straying too far from camp. Now, hypothermia was sinking its claws deep into his body. He collapsed beside a tree, his camera bag still slung over one shoulder, half buried in the snow. His breath came in shallow, raspy gasps. Every minute, the cold stole more feeling from his limbs. His fingers were too numb to open his emergency flare case. "I'm not going out like this," he mumbled, though he could barely move his lips. "Someone, anyone, help me." His words drifted into the wind. Then, something moved in the tree-line. He blinked, uncertain if his frostbitten eyes were playing tricks. A figure emerged, lithe, dark, and silent. At first, he feared it was a bear, but the creature stepped into the open, and he saw yellow eyes gleaming beneath a coat of silver-black fur. A wolf. Mark's heart hammered, not out of fear, but awe. The wolf stood tall and motionless, watching him. He could hardly believe what he was seeing. Lone wolves were rare, they didn't often approach humans. He mustered the last of his voice. "Please. I don't want to die here, please." The wolf tilted its head. Then, it moved closer. Mark flinched as the creature circled him, sniffing his boots and gloves. Its breath was visible in the frigid air. Then, to his utter disbelief, the wolf lay down beside him. It pressed its warm body against his. Mark couldn't comprehend it. Was this instinct? Sympathy? Coincidence? He didn't care. Warmth radiated through his coat, a lifeline to his frozen core. Tears spilled from his eyes. The wolf licked his face, quick, deliberate strokes, and nudged his side, urging him to stay awake. Every time he began to drift into unconsciousness, the wolf would nuzzle or paw at him. Hours passed. The blizzard eased just as a search and rescue chopper flew overhead. Mark could barely wave. But the wolf stood and let out a long, echoing howl. The helicopter veered. Moments later, rescuers rappelled down. Mark was half-conscious, whispering hoarsely, "Don't hurt it, he saved me." But by the time they reached him, the wolf had vanished into the forest. Mark survived. In the hospital, he told his story again and again, but many dismissed it as hallucination. He didn't care. He knew what happened. And when he returned to that forest the next winter, he left behind fresh meat near the tree where he had fallen. It was gone the next day. And deep in the trees, he heard one faint howl.